I'm making a cornbread chili casserole bake. Here we go. So I'm working with a preheated pan, a little bit of cooking oil, and 1 pound of lean ground beef is going in. And I'm just going to break that apart and start to cook and sear that in my preheated pan. You could just make your favorite homemade chili recipe for this, or canned chili. Look, I'm not judging. Okay, so break that apart, and I'm going to season with some dry seasonings that I put together. You could use packaged chili seasoning. Here, I have 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the blend. It's garlic, salt, and pepper. Here, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of dehydrated minced onion going in. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon powder. You know, season your chili how you like. Here I have 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. You can add a little more if you like it. Here I'm adding some fancy light chili powder. It's going to be like 1.5 tablespoons. And this is a good starting point. You can adjust after you cook and you taste. And you'll just want to mix and add. Here I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons of tomato paste going in. This next ingredient is chipotle peppers. They're diced in adobo sauce. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. It's optional. I just like the smoky, spicy flavor it adds to the chili. I'm just going to give that a mix. You'll notice there is fond and just like seasoned crust at the bottom. That's good flavor. For the next ingredient, I'm using a can of drained Rotel. It's diced tomatoes and green chilies. You could use crushed tomatoes in this, just a can. Give that a mix. And I am going to opt to use ranch-style beans, the liquid and all. You could drain a can of pinto beans, kidney beans, or black beans. It's up to you. So now give everything a mix, and I'm going to start scraping the bottom because a lot of that seasoning and flavor will go right back into the chili. Here I'm going to add a cup of beef broth. If I had bone broth, I'd add that. You can just add water and season how you like. Okay, now I'm going to add a little more of that garlic, salt, pepper, and a pinch of salt. Be sure to taste. Some people like to add a little bit of brown sugar and a splash of apple cider vinegar in their chili, but this is what I'm working with today. Okay, so I am going to add a cornstarch slurry just to tighten up any liquid left in the pan. You'll want it to kind of be thickened, and this is the chili. That is a pretty quick chili that comes together. If you have leftover chili, this is also good. Okay, for the cornbread, you could use a box of your favorite store-bought cornbread mix. Jiffy is popular. So there is this thing in my home where I like a thin layer of cornbread on top, and my son and husband like a thicker, fluffier cornbread. So when I started this, I was actually adding the thinner ratios for cornbread, and then halfway through I realized, oh, they want more cornbread, so I kind of adjusted. I will put in the description below what I used in this video today, but if you like a thinner crust on top, then just half what I put in the description. So I've added my egg, my cooking oil, self-rising flour, self-rising cornmeal, and some buttermilk. And this is where I realized, oh, it doesn't look like a lot. And it reminded me that my husband and son actually like a larger portion of cornbread as far as the ratio from chili to cornbread. So that's why I kind of have to double it. But if you're using 1 box of Jiffy corn muffin mix, that works as the top layer. Okay, so I went in with more flour, the yellow cornmeal. Again, I'm going to give that a mix. I'm also going to add some more cooking oil. You could add melted butter. And I'm just going to pour that in. And this is at the point where I doubled it. And when it comes to the sugar, the sweetness of your cornbread, I know a lot of people that do not like sweet cornbread. They like it savory. So the sugar amount and how you want it to be sweet or savory, it's up to you. I added a 1/3 cup of sugar because I like sweet cornbread. So give all this a mix. Now I'm going to add 4 ounces of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I'll say that's optional. I like it. Sometimes I like to add pickled jalapenos or fresh jalapenos in the mix, but this is what I'm doing today. So give that a mix, and now it's time to put this together. Right in this stainless steel pan is what I'm going to bake it in. So all of my chili and now pour the cornbread batter over the top. The flavor profiles and the concept is very similar to the recipe I make for tamale pie, which is literally a ground beef chili cornbread bake. It's just a little different. I don't put beans in that one. Okay, so I'm gonna smooth this out, and I totally forgot to preheat my oven, so you'll want to do that when you're doing this. Preheat to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is going to bake for somewhere like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or until it looks like this and it's cooked through. So it smells amazing, and we're going to remove this from the oven. And here we are. This is a delicious cornbread chili casserole bake. And to plate it up, just get a spoon, get a spatula, and you'll just want to scoop up some of that chili and delicious cornbread that you made. It's so good, and it's so versatile. There's so many ways you can make your cornbread and chili, so, have fun with it and make the chili how you like at home. Okay, so going in the bowl, and you can see the ratio of the cornbread to the chili. It is a lot more cornbread, but, that's how my family likes it. So you'll garnish the way you like. I'm using sour cream, scallion, red onion, and I love pickled jalapenos on top. And this is the meal. So comforting, so good. It's a baked meal, no sides, as is. It's so delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.